Please, so we'll be going live, so I'll be sending the link. So please, if you have it, then you share it for me. Please, so did they give you what do you call it? How do you call it? The pet class, the class. Okay, good evening to you all. I hope you're all fine. Please, those of you at this side, you can join us here. Hello. Yeah, good evening. Gentlemen, please where you are, if you can come closer for us. Good evening once again. Please, I hope you're all fine. But let's go. Fine. Everything will be all right. Amen. Those of you who are also with us online, I welcome you all to this all important session. And today we are going to delve more into the course that's UGRC 1. UGRC 110, that's academic writing 1. This course is one of the most challenging courses. Please, I hope those of you who are with us online, if you're having challenges, you can drop comments. Some of you can check the messages that they drop down in case maybe there's some challenges you alert me, because I won't be able to check all those messages. Okay, so tonight we are going to delve more into the course, that's the academic writing. And this course is a very nice course. Some of you may see it to be a difficult course, but academic writing is just a matter of you understanding what the course entails. If you know what the course is about, I don't think you will find it difficult to actually write your exams or actually find it difficult in going through your slides. It's all about you understanding the concept. Today is going to be a very long day. The whole of this semester, I think I've met most of you. Today is also the first time I'm meeting some of you. I think it's an opportunity for us to come together and also work on one of two things. So this is I'm just going to start. So those of you who want to join us, those of you who want to join us, you can still join us. And I think with the face-to-face, I believe in face-to-face interaction. Because with the face-to-face, if you're having any issue or you're having any challenges, please let me post this on my status. Some of them will be willing to join. Okay, so like I've been saying, I believe in the face-to-face interaction. Because with the face-to-face interaction, we'll be able to actually engage ourselves. I can actually engage you in some of the things I do. If you don't understand it, or if I'm actually going through a concept which you are finding difficult to comprehend, I'll come to you, you give me your view of the concept, and if there's some challenges that I need to rectify, I'll do that. With the exams, academic writing, whatever that you are doing, your slides you are writing is different from the exams. You read a slide this morning, someone was telling me that the things I've been teaching her, I guess it seems so easy, but when she goes to, she tried going to the past question as and that's how it is. Academic writing is a process analysis. That course is a process analysis. It deals with step by step. So everything, before you be able to understand most of the things we do, you need to follow a procedure to be able to arrive at a conclusion. So if you fail to follow some of the things that we do, it will be very difficult for you. So the course is not difficult, but you need to pay attention to details. When you're writing, we expect you to write not just by writing, but we read with some kind of expectation. If you write for me right now, I don't just read the grammar and those things. I read with expectation, how you construct your sentences, how you put them together, how you even transition from a paragraph to another paragraph. We look at all those things. So at this level, it is very, very different. Things that you are doing here is different from the SHS. So as I said, this evening, I'm going to walk you through a lot of things tonight. So it's good that you are here, and I'm hoping to meet you. This I don't just want this one to end, but I want us to continue with it. Even with the weekends, if there's time, we'll still try and meet because the course is not easy. The course is not easy. That one I need to tell you. Okay. All right, so let's get started. So topic one is all about academic discourse community. And I know you've already taken me through academic discourse community, what academic discourse community is. So I know most of you are aware of that concept. And if you also find it difficult to understand what an academic discourse community is, at the end of tonight's session, you should be able to know what an academic discourse community is. And you should be able to know non-academic discourse community. So be able to look at all those things, look at the various ways of reading, okay, the skills, the techniques that we use in reading, and also look at the paragraph structure and then the principles of paragraphing. So I'm hoping to finish these things with you tonight. So as I said, that's why I said this tonight is going to be a very long day. So that is what we are going to do. So before I proceed with, in the SHS, your way of life is quite different from this level. But those places, you call the people that teach, that be teaching you as well as teachers, right? Here, what is the name for your teachers? Lecturers, right? And those places to your classmates, okay? You call them classmates, or people that are in the same class, you call them classmates. But here you call them what? Course mates. What about the one in charge of the whole university? Yes, it is. The person is the vice chancellor. So, okay, so you call them what? Lectures. Reason being that I just want to take you through just quickly for you to get an understanding of whatever that we are going to do. So we'll be able to go through all these things before we finish. Um, Please, if anyone of you is having a slide, you can. Okay, yeah, I have my way. So I can go. Okay, so academic discourse community simply means that a group of community who are bound by the use of a special language, okay? They have a specific language that they use. When it comes to the University of Ghana, we have our own way of doing our things. There are some terms that we use that are different from people that are at Makola, the traders over there. We go to the fitting, they have terms that they use. Even within the University of Ghana, there are some departments who are who use certain terminologies that if you are not careful, you may not be able to understand it. The economic students will be telling you the equilibrium, the how do you call it, the demand, the supply, and all those things. So this that is the language of the university because we all have our own way of doing our things. So here in academic discourse community, no one tells you things that you should do, but they expect that you should be able to know it, or they expect that you should be able to understand it. If you are here and you dress anyhow, nobody will tell you. But you see your colleagues walking around. I said, and say, one or two. Nobody will tell you. They expect that this level, the expectation is that you know everything. So nobody is going to tell you that you should dress this way or you should do this thing in this manner. You get it. They expect certain things from you. And one thing that I'm expecting from all of you is that, as you are here, even in churches, you go to churches, when you were in JHS, they were not giving you a platform to read Bibles and stuff. But I'm sure most of you, they give you a platform now. There are some of you that they ask you to even take records. If there's some of you secretaries, I don't know if you have secretary here, go to your organization. There are some of you, the moment you started taking that initiative to further your education, they are giving you certain positions or they are giving you some respect. So at this kind of respect, you as a person need to maintain that respect For people to see that you are a learned person, you have what? A certain rule, the way you write, the way you talk. And I will always say this. There are some people, and so here forward, like I said, for TBR, the person will shout, "Hey, what's in the camp?" Like, you see, this is the behavior of people who are not in the university, not you, the one who is already in the university. When you're making arguments, it's not how loud you are that makes your argument valid, but it's how the soundness of your argument, the soundness of what your argument that makes people what respect you. When I was at work, okay, I was a union representative, and that place we made it for about 3,000 workers. And when there's issue, some of them will come. Like they expect me to go and beat the management. I say, what's that? Don't do things like it. If you want to beat management, this is not a step. Because it is what? Intellectual what? Discourse or an intellectual discussion. So we meet management, these are our proposals, and this is how we want to arrive at our conclusion. You also have the view. I'll give you the reason why you should accept mine. You get my point. So if you want people to respect you at work, even in your relationship, if you want your partner to respect you, always give reasons. Or not, nothing more dream or one second. Maybe here on the answer part from a second of the hour. So this kind of maturity they expect from you. And the same way, in the way you write, they expect certain things from you. Don't go and copy things online now get to work. Over kind of mistake they do, the person will not read, the person will not check anything. Not they are two of us. And when you are writing, you don't fuse two ideas together. We will get to the principle of paragraphing where you are to work. You are to ensure that whatever that you write correlates with the point or the topic you are giving. And let's say, oh, sure, write about poverty, then you write something about poverty, now about culture, teenage pregnancy, kakra, no culture. I said, preferable, and in university we don't do preferable yet. Do you get it? Madam, do you get it? In university we don't do preferable. You make sure that the things you write, they are the same. If you are talking about color white, so everything should be about white. Either its uniqueness, its effect, its cause, the things that makes it white or how it came about. That's what you should write about. So this course is a very unique one. And some of you think that academic writing is just by who is young or university and what we know or you are learning it only in 100, then that's wrong. It applies to all the courses. But academic writing, it is going to help you even write better in all the courses. So that's why the university has made it compulsory that everybody should make sure that you take that course because it helps you in certain things. Now let's move forward. So like I said, in the university, there are so many departments here. We have department of languages, we have department of political science, communication, or all these communication. It has been categorized into groups, various groups, and they all have their rules, their function. Even in the university hierarchy, the university's hierarchy, it starts from what? It starts from the vice chancellor, and from the vice chancellor's office to the provost, the deans, and just back to what we the junior members. The senior members are the university management. As a student, you're a junior member. When they talk of junior member, you should know. So all I'm trying to say is that in this university, nobody will teach you certain things. You don't wear yellow shoe. Yellow shoe be a challenge. Now university student now share yellow shoe now on campus. It's disgraceful. I remember at times certain guy came to campus with yellow shoe. Now no one knew said he has taken pictures in level 100. So in level 300, the guy was flexing himself as if he knows everything. And he even insulted me, so a friend of mine got angry. Student politics and stuff. So a friend of mine got angry. You want to pull that yellow shoe as also you get the point. So it is what? The things you do, the way you dress, even make people respect you. Uncle brown bed, Uncle shirt, brown friends, Uncle brown bed, now shirt, black shoe. And The bed should match it. The color of your bed should match it to your shoe. The shoe color, I was saying match it. He said, these things, basic things you should learn. You get it. So that makes you, they respect the man, dressing, the way I casa, the way I oriented, or who are on Namwa, in Sabah, and I'm north, or this is on east. It does not appropriate. The way you walk, so calm, okay, so calm. That's what I'm so now your chest up. Okay, so we are learning, right? As a gentleman, you have to be calm. And you see, the moment when I'm not doing anything, a real one, everybody see you to be timid. Also, like, yes, what's your traffic accra? Now the way you know, and I don't know who spike, nobody knows. You know, guys, and I see traffic accra, we show eye contact. But that is how it so there are certain things we should know. So this is all about the academic discourse community. So after this one, there's one thing I need to tackle on. There's also one topic that we need to tackle. Apart from that, now that's for session one. One of the benefits of academic discourse community is that it helps you to write better. So you don't just write, but it helps you to what? To write better. And aside you writing better, it also gives you, it helps you to think critically. Because when you are writing, you give your topic sentence, now you begin to go out, search for information, and then add more reasons. Okay, if I only give one reason, people will not believe what I'm saying. So let me add more supporting sentences to it. So it helps you to think critically, think on your feet, think outside the box. And aside that, it helps you to do research. You don't plagiarize in the university. If you go, there was recently there was some minister they have made politics in jail, but people see her to be very arrogant. On her speech now on mine, and normally women in Nigeria for Minister of Communication. The speech now on mine, no paying little bit to assistant that they're doing. She's one of the most influential ministers in the country right now, but I'm not from Penasset, you know. I'm not from Penasset, but I already opened the young people. I'm already the issue got to Parliament, and somebody was able to raise that issue. Say, who's speaking now, after we married, opposition they making issues. That speech from Nigeria, from Minister of Business, Ministry of Business. But it's when it happens like that, when you now also, you should be able to write it on yourself, on your own. You don't do plagiarism. Even if you plagiarize, you have to reference it. That's why so this course we are going to teach you referencing, how to reference, how to form or write a very good paragraph. So today, let's pray. There's more time. I'm going to help you, or I'm going to take you through how we can write a very good paragraph. So there will be time, and when we are going to solve our past questions. If you are joining my class and you find it difficult to solve academic writing, and as I find it difficult to even get B in academic writing, and it's one, wow. For me, I'll do my best, but you also have a role to play. So all that we are trying to do is to help you to know things that you have to do. Okay, so with that one, okay, let's now go straight forward to. I think there's one topic that I wanted us to discuss, but that one is not really important. Let's go to the reading techniques. So when you are reading, there are so many things that is expected of you. Okay, so that's section 2. They expect so many things from you when you are reading. But when you are doing your reading, when reading, you don't just work in the server, but there are various techniques that we actually apply when reading, and these are the techniques that we are going to go through. So these techniques are we have scanning, we have skimming, we have close reading, and then we have extensive reading. So we'll be looking at these concepts. What is scanning? What is skimming? What is close reading? And what is extensive reading? You know, most often, so when you get book, when you get a book, a new book, they give it. All you do is to check, open it, check the last page. Say book with the also, slice with the also. There are so many ways we do. So when we talk of scanning, okay, scanning means that you glancing through a specific textbook or a comprehension or actually what an article to find or locate a specific information. So let's say like let me give you an example. Yvonne Nelson, the book that she released, that is I am not Yvonne Nelson. Page 93, she mentioned someone's name there. That page 93, whose name did she mention? And that was the most Sarkodie, yes. She mentioned Sarkodie's name. And in that particular page, everybody was trying to scan that page. You get the scanning that I'm talking about. So you open the book and yes, a person can you now. Person who may be a Sarkodie. Okay, they said Ghana has lost 3 billion to corruption. Who person who may be a 3 billion? When you are trying to do that, you are scanning. They said women are very generous. You don't believe that. So you want to know, see who the kind of person making that kind of statement as our Virginia. No. So you trying to locate or find that specific information. You say that it is what scanning. Do you get a scanning now? Yes, please. No reading, no. Yes, the person who according is all kind of part. Simple. Yes, let me check those online. Are you getting it? Let me check the comments. Okay. All right. So yes, please, if you have questions or anything, you can drop them down for us. Okay, let me try and also record it. Let me record the class so I can upload it afterwards. Okay. All right. So those of you having issues, you can drop them. When I'm done, I'm going to answer all your questions. So I'll attend to you. So yes, follow us. Okay. So we are done with scanning. Let's look at skimming. So when we talk of skimming, the skimming it means that it says that quick reading that allows you to make up your mind about a piece of text. So this reading, it says that this reading gives you what is called a gist of what of the text. Honorable wisdom, how do you explain this? Skimming. Yes. How do you explain skimming?
So a quick read of a message to get or to grasp the main idea.
Yes. So we say that a quick reading of what of a passage that helps you to understand the whole. That's what most of you do. The slides. When you open the slides, you read the topic, then you'll be checking the subtopics. Okay, you check all the subtopics, and you check the title. If there are some expressions that you don't really understand, you check, you look out for those expressions. You get it. So with the skimming, as we said, this is where what it is that the reader does not read the entire material. He or she will read selected parts of the material and gets an overview of the information. So he doesn't read the entire material, but he made sure to what? To glance through it or try to have a gist. They said, Yvonne Nelson's book, I am not Yvonne Nelson. She is talking about certain things. Okay, we have already scanned to see where Sarkod's name is. Okay, I want to have an idea of the whole book. Okay, so I will read the book title. Please are you there? So when it comes to skimming, this is when you read the book title. You also read the table of contents. You also read the forward. Okay, most of the book they bring those kind of things forward or preface, and then you check the copyright pages. Copyright pages. You try to check locate some of these important details. The introduction, conclusion. So with this one, you read to have an overview, okay? An overview, even if it means, or if it take you to even read only the page, the table of contents, the titles and stuff. That is all about the skimming. So the difference between the skimming and scanning is that scanning, you look for a specific information in the book. You can only get that information in just one page, not the entire page, just one line or just one sentence that you're looking for. But with the skimming, you try to just have an overview of it. They said that Ghana is a corrupt country. Why are they saying that? So we try to look out for, try to find out the reasons why they are saying that. It could be that the person developed 5 developmental paragraphs stating about the various ministries that are into corruption. So they spoke about there are some ministries that are in the corruption and sending to the the policemen among us, Mr. Obiam. So then you mention of the presidency, the security service, or the security agencies, then the tax collectors, there's the revenue service. Please, if you want to say something, or you want me to take some of the names out. Then we mentioned the judicial service. We mentioned, let's say, like the book also mentioned about the which one? The churches, okay, the churches. So, assuming that these are the main information that a person developed, okay. So, we see the topic. So, I will only read these topics. So, at the end of the day, I know that even the corrupt country, they say Ghana is a corrupt country, or okay, even if they say Ghana is a corrupt country, it's talking about some what they call agencies or some sectors that are into corrupt practices. So at the end of the day, you didn't read the full book over, only reading the subtopics alone has given you an overview. So if you go somewhere and they are talking about that book, you can stand and say that, oh, almost say, if for your friend is saying, judicial services are way corrupt. Oh, almost say, police is for crowd, we are corrupt people. Well, kind of, say, yeah, oh, you get the skimming. Yes, please, any question with regards to skimming? One thing, skimming, I say. Come again. Yes, just trying to get an idea. That's what it's good. When you try to get a gist of a text or a book, that is all about the skimming. And also, the next one is close reading. Close reading, that's the third one. So after this, we'll be looking at the next. Then go to the SQ3R method. Today we'll do 3 sessions. Yeah. So content. Pardon? The content. Yes, it's part. It's part of it. How you will be able to get the information, or probably the person can read only the introduction and then the conclusion. That's all. As because the introduction, it gives there's a thesis statement in the introduction. You will get it. The thesis statement alone helps you to know what the whole book is talking about. So even reading the thesis statement alone has given you an overview of what the text is about. You get it? That is all about the skimming. Right? So let's look at our next concept, which is close reading. Close reading is what most of us usually do. It's a type of reading, okay, or it is one of the reading techniques. But with a close reading, You read and pay attention to every. You don't just read, but you pay attention, read word by word. Pay attention to every single detail. That is all about the close reading. But this one, you don't go and read the topics and most of us normally do this, the skimming. As I'm standing here, I try to say close reading, I'm saying, yeah, in fact. And this time around, I've already said that those that are ready, I will help them. Last semester I read, and I do 12 near every and I do 12, or be out near every. But this time, my single term, and those that are ready, I'll help them get there. I mean, I'm with you because there are so many things in my mind right now, which is here. So if I get even little time to do certain things, at least I'm trying my best. So those that are ready to do, we'll carry them. Over so now we are racing back, we chat and racing this, and next time you sit up. You get the point. So this is an academic writing also already goal. You have to take it serious because application of everything that you learn. Yeah, you are going to apply everything from section 1 to 12. So the name it is something if you will do and how you write it. They'll give you the passage, you'll be thinking it's just a passage. But you have to apply everything that you learn from section 1 to 12. That is how it is. Okay, so let's proceed. With a close reading, the close reading, it is what? A careful reading that ensures that you do not miss every details in a piece of text. This reading technique is what most useful to you and what. Okay, so the rest is not really necessary. So I've gotten it from scanning and then remaining the So this is where you pay attention to what the details. You read word by word and try to find understand the concept. If you don't understand, you go back and read again until you really get a full understanding of it. So one tells you don't go back, and that is what. So when you apply this reading techniques, it will help you. Additionally, it is not just by you reading the whole slides. Some of you know the level of I can say your strength. There are some of you, if you even a day before exams, if you read everything from section 1 to 12, you it will stick in your mind. A bit natural. You get it? There are some of us saying the backing and they know that kind that's why it's not right to say the tablet be actually could be one hour. And so in this situation, how do you go with it? Be a slice now. I don't know. Me when I was in school, me and him had to be a slice. Meet me kind more than even one full meet me kind. It happens to all of us. So this is where you devise a strategy. When you say where this you go to kind of just one page, just kind of just one page, Can go back and read and understand. Apply the close reading method. Understand? It's also better with gear boom, master. You don't go anywhere. How do they build houses? And when they are building houses, they will start laying blocks. And these blocks, they will start laying the blocks. And you ask yourself, so you think the kitty way not to really see village road. You think the kitty way, I don't really see a kind of say one of the World Trade Center. And in just these things, so I'm telling you the power of reading. If you read and you understand, next time you won't worry yourself about that concept again. You know that even if the slice is, it is session 1, it is about 10 pages that you'll be able to know what you see. And next time you go back, you only glance through it. Now you just skimming again. Ready, you have the idea. When you are studying, you don't go back to the things that you have done, but you continue. But all the offer one kind. So this I should be aware and son. Or no, give is No one knows about the kakra. Now they start kakra. You just go yes and you go anyway. So please, say that could be say 2 pages now maybe we are starting from now to the next month. That should be careful. No way to be at least some sessions, and that is what it's going to help. So go back, read and read again and understand the concept. And in case there's exams, you don't go and stress yourself just like that. Right, so that is all about the close reading. Who doesn't understand the close reading? Who doesn't understand the close reading? You don't understand. Close reading, no. You don't only read the topics. You don't read the topics alone. You don't only read the subtopics or the introduction, the table of contents and stuff, just to understand it. But you read everything. If the book is 70 pages, you have to read it from the Genesis to Revelation, from the Alpha to the Omega. Okay? That is it. From A to Z. And you don't just read alone. You read, and if you don't understand anywhere, people who can come with this equilibrium, what is equilibrium? You go and search about it and understand the equilibrium. Now try to apply it in that context to see if you understand. Do you get it? That is all about the close reading. So this is where you read and understand everything. So you go back if you don't understand. If you read everything and you realize you don't really understand anything, you go back again, read, you ask yourself questions. Okay, it says something about it, it says something about it. Now you ask questions and answer yourself. Begin to ask. So that is the close reading. So you only try your best in reading those. The whole information. Yes, if it's about 2024, if it's about 2024 general election, you have to read it from the beginning to the end. Now, what is BRC? Say it's our question and you don't miss anything. It's like you as a student who is going to do quiz, okay, and also or quiz. Now you don't go and sit down there and participate in that quiz. You have to read and understand everything. No, be prepared. That when they ask you anything from it, you should be able to understand. You get it. That is the last one is extensive reading. Extensive reading. What is when you say something is extensive? Okay. Extensive reading. External. You want to say something? This is the
Extensive, more detailed.
Detailed reading. Yes, sir. How many sociology students do we have here? Sociology. You are doing sociology. Okay. Psychology students. How many psychology students? Okay. So this is where you begin to read psychology book, and you come across concepts like, let's say like divinity. You come across concepts like Superman. What is even Superman? You go outside beyond the slides to research and get more information about that thing. So extensive means that you moving beyond the test that you have been given. And as a student, this is a strategy I recommend for you. Don't only read the slides. Slides and then just most people now rely on the slides. Let me tell you, academic writing, you have something that we call outline. In the exams, you draw an outline. Okay. So the earlier the better. Those that are already in my class, I think I'm almost closer. And I'll be teaching them how to draw an. And they are almost, I'm almost done with that. And so they will just be practicing some questions, about how short and last year, your juniors, your seniors, and last minute to exams and some of us here. Last minute they were calling what is outline, but yeah, this time even if not done tight, but I'm really closer. them. So practicalizing the things you thought you are able to do. So the outline is basically like so you see the thing that is I'm just giving you an overview, but before the exam, so I'll give you a clear outline how the process you follow in writing an outline. I'll give you that one. So these things that are here, every book that you read, a way of follow. Book will be our be out. This will be 500 pages. This thing, only the one page. So the outline is just like the skeletal system. So school no and also na bra. About the cassette skeleton. So that's the foundation of every text that you read or you come across. So this thing, it is something that we need to follow. You get it, and we have to learn it. So as time goes on, maybe in our first, second, or third class, I'll be able to take it with it. So what I'm trying to tell you is that there are certain things you need to work, and you need to read outside the slides, get more information. So when you talk of the extensive reading, it's where you go outside the slides and read more to get more understanding about the concept. Yes, I hope you get it. Okay. Let's look at the SQ3R method. So should I delete everything or? Is it S3R, right? SQ3R. Let's make it zero. So
have you seen the reason why we have the three here? Because the arrow and three, 1, 2, 3. So that is what we view.
So this is how the concept SQ3R method came about. That's we have survey, question, read or reading, recite or recall, and then review.
So very, very important.
In exams, they ask us this thing. And in case you are going to do the IE, and in case these things that you are learning, yes, the IE, you will probably repeat it and they'll be asking you more about it. So we have to prepare for that. Me, my people, the IE, I'm not, we don't want to IE question. Yeah, okay, but we just started. This is a different thing altogether. So what we are going to do here is, we will take them. This is also a reading technique. When you are reading, these things are very, very important. And you need to understand it. So I don't know if they've given you any assignment on academic writing. Has there been any assignment? Last semester, those that participated in academic writing, they gave them assignment on it. So for your information, say if I'm now prepare, likely there will be assignment. Likely there will be assignment. And yeah, assignment is before the idea. The assignment will come. So they will ask you to explain this. So the S stand for survey. What is survey? Okay. So when a survey, okay, the survey means that the review, okay, review the test and have initial or general idea about it. The survey is just having an initial or just having an idea about the text or the book that you are reading. Having an initial idea. To say or review. Review simply means having an overview or having an idea about it. You get it. So review can also simply means review.
Oh, sorry. We are doing survey, right? Yes. Uh-huh. So
The survey, the survey and review they are the same. So in exams, they can treat you without bringing survey and you get review. The preview is having an idea about the concept or the test. So here, all that you are trying to say is that let me okay, let me okay, so the survey, so you bring skim the information you are about to read by looking over the headings, the sub-headings in the chapter to see the few central points that will be developed. Then read the summary paragraph. If the chapter has one, then the survey should take a minute or two. Okay, so it will review the central idea in the chapter and to help you to organize the ideas. So with a survey, all that you are trying to say is that you try to have an overview, an idea. So here you what? You skim. Okay? You skim. So in your eye, they can tell you that the review state. I gave some questions to some people and I was like, the review is where you scan. Okay? Review is where you scan the information about the test, or you try to scan the test that you be giving. People use here as an attribute of is skimming, not scan. So when you say you scan, you try to have an overview, an idea about what the test is about, the comprehension or the book is about. That is all about the survey. Yes, so what survey is what medium? The as a kind, they have that kind of and then you other guys if you are person you cook your love, they want to eat your love. The moment you finish the food, they want to eat the food. So if you cook you can say 5 dishes that day, and today if you were able to cook 5 dishes, these dogs will test everything. That is all about the overview or the survey. But the dog that there's one guy named Manu Obawa Ifrasia. Don't limit him to only one food. If you already be continue something of me, I remember I attended French Africa conference in one of the African countries. People will tell me about two near the enemy of their friends. I mean, when you look at markets, you can't say the hotel. You are get one, but we're not going to the whole bed. So, not to come to any what's that? Tell the people who need answer. And I'm going to go to the United States, which may not be saying they make this with the assay. The fact of Papa Tino, the Titi, I made you play. Miss Eddie, only did say, make you play. No, my beer. I'm going to say, watch it, make it watch it, Kakra. Let me Jollof Kakra, make testing the beer. And that is what we will so as have to see my make it at this yard. Because who says that? Now she's by the Thomas selling the Baba account, I said, I was testing and the father was I've had a feel and I said, conference now by my enjoy. You get it? So when you say you are surveying now, why it's just like maybe situation now. What you really be here, that will be said yes here. Is it here? That is all about the survey. So just to have skim the information, to have an overview of it. Now, after what trial skimming, now we have some ideas. So okay, with the bamboo, with the gari, with the washi. Now, after we decide the animal, you begin to ask yourself a question. At the end of the year, it would be equal to another head. This is where the food comes in. No matter the food you give to me, the food will always be the best food. This is where now maybe some more question. Okay, food in there now you are award max. Okay, food in there. Okay, now I want to know come on. Now the way you say now you begin to ask yourself questions about the test, the book that you've read, the journal went the food that you've already eaten, ask questions about it. It's like they asking you to assess your ex. One number is Papa, one number, or they carry, one way carry, one way you get one way romantic, one way romantic. Who gets near be any form because you have had a feel over my head, that's right. Things that you have not had an experience with, you don't talk about it. You get it? So having an experience about a specific test or a specific context is all about the subject. And you beginning to answer questions based on that. Maybe it's also you'll be able to know the one that you tell. You get the point. That is the question. So with the question, let me now take. So turn the first reading into a question that has to be answered, and it bring to the mind the information that you already know, and it will help you to understand the section more quickly. The question will also make points in the section. So this is the things that you've already read. Let's look like the paragraph 1, and I said the first sentence. What can be and it was talking about the economic situation of Ghana. Ghana has lost 3 billion to corruption this year, and it is as a result of the incompetence of the finance minister. That is what is in the statement. You get it? So who okay, so why did Ghana lost that money? You get it? If you are not able to answer, give the reasons why Ghana lost that money, then you didn't understand. So you have to go back and skim again. What do you mean here? Ghana Moses says, you get it. Or you get, and they say, oh, it's as a result of what? The incompetence of the former finance minister or the previous administration. This is where now you sit down to analyze. So, only reasons if you ask the question and you are not able to answer, means that you have failed the first test. And you are not giving you something you jollof when you fold the wedge here. It's not sure with the reality. When you need to you can't tell me. Okay, so you have to go back and eat it again and come and answer the question that I gave to you. So this is what the questions. I don't know as a woman. What I said. Let's move on to the 3 hours. Now, the 3 hours are we have the first hour is what? Reading. Okay, so after skimming and asking questions, this is where you read. Okay, so you read the text detail into detail. Okay, so with the reading, read a section under the first heading in order to answer the question. Beware that you are making an active search for information. So, assuming that the survey only the topics, the headings, only the headings, and then you ask yourself questions. When you ask yourself questions and you're able to answer, now you come and do reading. That's where under the topic you read every detail there. So this is where you apply the extensive or the close reading. Not what the BR says. You get it. So in the reading, you read it and search for more information. That is all about the reading. You get it. So when you are doing this in an exam, trust me, you'll be able to pass. Well, comprehension, what kind of definitely they will ask you question. And what kind of the first way, what's happening? First one, you did skimming, just like once you ask questions and you'll be able to answer some of the questions. If you're not able to, if you ask questions and you are not able to understand, okay, you read, right? Let me give you the stages. Okay, so so okay. Okay, so with this one, like I said, when you get that information, what kind of test the background and everything, is read. After reading or skimming the information, so you know skimming already. Skimming to have an overview or a feel of the information. Now, this is where you ask questions. Like you are doing a comprehension. The moment you finish going through, you begin to ask questions. The questions will follow. They ask questions. So when you ask questions and you are not really getting the point well or the answers well, now you go back and read everything. So as you read, the answers will come themselves. So when you're answering comprehension question, I prefer that you first one do a general reading. After you are done, go and read the questions. When you read the question, now start again. When you are reading, I say, why did Akwasi kill Amma? Then Akwasi decided to kill Amma because Amma was stubborn. Okay. So you are getting the point. People here now, because we see the question paper what they share back on sand, you have to make good use of it. So when you read it, you get to that point, underline it. Then you continue. What is point one? Or to me, when I underline, I only write one. You know that you can answer for question one. You get it. Then you continue. Yes.
Please, oh, use the microphone.
What I'm trying to say is that
Okay.
after doing the skimming, and you have done, after doing the skimming, and you want to answer the question, maybe you didn't understand the question, so you have to go back and read the whole example like comprehension again before you get the answer or what.
Okay. So, can someone summarize what you said for me?
She was trying to say that when you go to the exam and then they give you a comprehension, after doing the skimming, the scanning, the review, survey, and everything, and you start to answer the objects, the multiple choice, and still you are not able to get the answer. Will you go back to the comprehension to read it all over again?
When reading, if you read and you don't understand it, if you ask the questions, okay, and you have no idea, or maybe you don't really know the specific answer for that question, you have to go and read. Okay, first one, let's say la we get your answer now. Go and read. Okay, now on Tiasia, go and read. Okay, now on Tiasia, go and read. Okay, now Tiasia, read the last one. You get it. Read until you get everything. When you do the reading stage now, make sure say you will be able to point out everything that the questions that you ask yourself. You should be able to point out those things out. If you are not able to point them out, then you have to go back and read.
But so going to you are wasting time.
Yes.
So what will you do the actually you are to be able to conquer those people?
Okay. So ahead. So this is where you make good use of your scanning and skimming. You get it? At that stage now, when it I didn't be told it to. I'm saying it again. What can I get it told it to? No, I have it. Now, if you say you are going to read everything, time very well. So you scan. When it is a okay, I want to see where Ajamano decided to sell his car. So where did Ajamano sell his car? I want to find out that information. Keke, Masani, and the comment. Or I've already read it. We are saying 2 minutes. I didn't know whether it is in paragraph 1 or paragraph 3. So I have to go and look for that information. I hope you get it. Yeah. Say for us not to be what? Okay. I think it's a contribution, right? So she's suggesting that those of you following us online, she's suggesting that we should read more and understand more things. This year, more conference, where I'm saying is going to be about election politics. Going to be about election politics. So we people that are in my class, eh? And most of the things I give to them are with regards to politics, election, democracy, how to ensure free and fair election. These topics you can't miss it. Eventually about. So most of the times you take your views on some of these things. How we get it. So you are faced with the current issues, the trending issues, corruptions and those things that are really happening. Pay attention to these things. They are the things you are going to examine. Last year, the level 200 academic writing too. I told them these things. Some people are no control the same thing. So you have to be amazed with some of these things. Now, let's move to the next recite. Recite. So after you have been able to read, okay, this is not in context, or this is not in relation to the exams, but a normal book that you are reading. If you have read everything and you ask questions and you still don't understand, you have to what? Okay, so this the recite this stage, let me explain it in a simple thing for you. At this stage, you try as much as possible to recall. You try to recall everything. I didn't know how kind you now will tell you to. If it's not in your head, you don't need to. Then it means that you miss one step, which is what? The reading stage. Now you go back and read until you be able to what? Memorize everything that you read. That's why I said that if you don't really need to read the entire book to actually understand it. Reading is not just reading everything. If you read one page, you should be able to answer questions that come from that page. So if you read and you ask yourself questions and you are not able to remember it, you will say the things that you learned are in waste. What were psychology? When we did psychology class, like the classes we are doing here, and everything I ask you about scanning and you are not able to tell me, means you didn't learn. You get it? You should be able to say something about it. So this is where you try to recollect things that you have already read to see that man, go back and read. Man, go back to read. If it is not in your head, you go back to what? To read. Just until you manage to keep everything. And you see, learning, it's just like basic like a community. These are the houses, and then these are the farmlands. Okay, so the farmlands are here. Papa Kwame, that's PK for Kwame. Kwame is here. His farm is here. Akwesi, that is the Akwesi's farm is here. If you compare yourself, you Akwesi, you compare yourself to Kwame. Kwame no sorry 10 o'clock. The point there is not careful. Wo Akwesi. No sequence so go from man. It will take you 5 hours before you get to your destination. So it means if you wake up the same time that Kwame has been waking up, maybe your the experience may be too. That's why most of people do well in exams. Because we all relax, thinking that we are like Kwame. Kwame will wait to you, one will be there, brother chat, no will play nothing. Exams a day before exams, so you, I tell you, everything is in the mind. You are perceived that your farm, this young year, kind of 500 years and son about what counting. Obo said, nothing will be in your head. And so I advise that if you are sorry, at least make it a point, say, sorry, slice me, we can 2 pages. It doesn't, it just like 3 minutes, 10 mark a year, but slice me here, I draw. Or we really maybe already slice. Some of us don't really know where the slice are. And make good use of these things. When you read and you go over again, you try to understand, correct everything that you've read. The last stage is what? Review. The last stage is what? Review. So with a review, the review is when you finish the chapter, glance over the notes and get an overview of the points and their relationship to one another. check your memory. Check your memory of the check your memory of the content by stating the points under every heading. Do this by covering the notes and trying to recall the headings. Undercover each heading and try to recall the points listed and I put here. Overview or the review. This is where after everything and now you've been able to memorize everything. Now you go over again. Overview. What and then the whole what you do there. This is where I start from academic. I'm giving you an overview of whatever we learned. We learned more about academic discourse community, which include that there are certain things that is expected of you, the way you write, the way you read, the way you talk, the way you dance. And you don't dance like there's some challenge be on social media, they call it apathy. University graduates now also want to get an apathy challenge. To apathy, no, you see that challenge. Apathy, so, and university students are apathy, and you see you as a normal person. So if you are people are doing apathy, so you don't do apathy. And I'm just saying that, but if that's your career, then you can do it. But there should be some kind of respect, give some respect in the community. Obi a KHS student here, you apathy, now so you apathy. Sister Fia no me. Some of the I fear Sister Fia no here this apathy. People are like, oh, my friend, you see. The people see her, they won't respect her, but once it's up, if you have what issue, no, or yet this kind of challenge now, just like now, once it's a piano, you see, so there are certain things they expect from you as an academician or an academic, somebody who is what a learned person. See, the way I would dance, the way I would see Kasa, now I'm not a Sabbath, I'm also supposed to smash, no. Of everything you have to be more than 70 times. How you do it? Oh yeah, you are sending signal to the person say wedding gay. Unless it is urgent, don't call people more than 2 times. My friend, me throw back me through. You can't tell me you didn't see my message. No, that won't do nothing. Me, my friend, apostle. We from 2 and say important. So you say when you live your life this way, listen, at that, always will be at 1, 2, 3 continuous on anybody himself. Urgent. But who know, wait me just within 3 minutes, if 10 times. It is a move. Now, for 10 times, I mean, say, yeah, if you are out, you get my point. I know nothing is really going on in your life. You see, some of these things when you do, people walk around now, maybe our friend will not keep on meeting, and I said, oh, okay, one manipulate speech and crowd, 20 minutes time. What's that feeling? So I'm far away there, you I don't understand the questions will tell you, anybody wants to talk to me, you get it. But I saw somebody stop. I see back 8 times, and everybody traveled to come back. I said, oh, my friend, you get it. I was ashamed. There's a way, but as you said, you can overwhelm anybody in university. Like I said, I'm a young one, I was going to university. The way I walk, oh, there's no teacher, you go to university. Teaching with no background now, who say yes? Okay, I have Casacra, you also Casacra, no, I respect you. I won't go, sir, or meeting or not all the also and all yes, I did no more as I did now. You now be champion side competition. You think there will be respect? No. But go to the local community. If you don't work as a little more, your mama, you said, people will read your book, but so no, you what should say you want to school? No, so, and this is what academic discourse community, and we learn about the way I make sure, the way I make your friend, mama, the dean, and the way I address it, all these things are very, very important. We move to
Apart from the ritual, the various techniques, the various reading techniques, that's skimming, scanning, close reading, and extensive reading. Okay, I think some of those online you have already you said the background, but with the background, if you are doing some test service also, we can't do anything. So please just try to comply with it for us. Let's see that aspect we learned about scanning. This is scanning. Person who Awali, IDP, this is an open fact and this is what we do on scanning. Okay, you see, Ghana, I'm not from Ghana. I'm not from Ghana. If I'm saying I'm not from Ghana, this is where the population reasons that I'm not from Ghana. That doesn't necessarily mean certain kind of deal. But based on kind of points, topics, habits, any context, and now I find out that is what skimming. And close reading, one reading with attention, reading with attention, rapt attention, from word to word, try to understand everything. Okay, and if you don't understand, you make sure you read it again. That is what the close reading. So here you read everything. If it is a book, you read from Genesis to Revelation, from beginning to end. And then extensive reading, they said, the last step, they said, extensive, they said, you go beyond the slides. They are talking about the dramaturgical approach. What is dramaturgical approach? What is front stage? What is back stage? So front stage, okay, then I go online. This is where I realize that there's a front stage, and they said, when you are with people, and depending on there are certain things that to me, I said, I don't think you can remove your shirt ahead of us. Eh? So if you are relating with people, there are certain things that when you see, and they will normally be about like a theater center. It's a more vaccine here. All people go rehearsals. I don't know try again and over be casa every or correct but we did not front say you are. That place you don't go mistake there. And then oh them are okay, you make on where you are the always be the 1 minute and from restaurant not for 1 minute dinner. You get it. So, okay, so when you go out and when you go outside the slides, you get more understanding about front stage and back stage. Now you add it to the knowledge that you have. Say the yeah, literally be solving the fact one. Drama, not even watch a lecture and say, even though I've even read more than your own. You get it. There are certain things that you know that the lectures are doing. So you have to do all this. That is it. And now the last topic is what? The reading method, the various what? Reading method. That is the skimming, the SQ grade out. That is what? The survey, question, reading, the site of the call, and the review. That is the last thing. See, I have given you an overview of whatever that we have learned here. Therefore, they say, I'll be taking questions. But the next, we are now in session 1 and 2. The next class that we have, if you want me to proceed, I will start with the paragraph, but I may not be able to finish. If you want, I can tackle the paragraph. But if you also, what should I do? Should I proceed? But I should continue with the paragraph. Okay, so let me quickly, let me okay, so we are going to do paragraphing. What is a paragraph? Yeah, people in the question. What is a paragraph? Yes. What is a paragraph? A paragraph, right? So we are on session 3 now. When you talk of a paragraph, it is combination. You must first understand a sentence. Okay? Put this sentence and say paragraph is going to ask. Remember some piece some short assignments. Okay? And Obi actual. Now, I don't really the problem I noticed is that the person didn't really get the difference between a sentence and then it's of the key, one sentence of the key I give you you get it. So before you be able to understand what a paragraph is, you need to understand sentence. We did this in the critical thinking. Now what is a sentence? Sentence is what? Group of words that make up an idea. Group of words that make up what an idea is called sentence. So when you try to combine 1, 2, 3 words together and create some kind of meaning or it makes sense, now answer to the full over a sentence. Every sentence it ends with a full stop. And answer question mark. It depends. You get it. But we have when there's time I'll teach you the various clauses. That's dependent and then independent clauses. They are when you finish a sentence like this, we have phrases. We have the phrases. That is a independent clause and then the independent. There are some words that stand on their own. They are independent clauses. Let's say like if I say that when I was coming, I saw when I was coming, I saw you. This is two different phrases making up an idea. And then it is phrase. This is a phrase. And this is also. So one is dependent and one is independent. There's one, and when you assess it, one is independent. And who take the other one aside, guys, maybe. And there's other one too, who you are putting the same one. It doesn't say anything. That's again. Okay? So which one is a dependent clause? Yes. My red, no. But I'm red. When I was coming, I like it. When he said when I was coming, does this make me? It doesn't make me. When I come in here, it supported its own dependent. It is dependent. A very decent symbiotic and parasitic. Parasitic relationship. And then symbiotic. Symbiotic. I don't know if I'm putting the sentence right. Okay, but let me confirm. The whole thing is to just understand here, and so when you say something is parasitic, when you say entonton, it comes from the word parasites. Mosquito, fly, all of them they are parasites. You get it? So they derive their food from you, the human being. When I'm saying your relationship is parasitic, it means that one rely on another. In the olden days, relationship was parasitic. When one on our way with the on our way when one our way job money, on our way and on our way scan some factor and it is a relationship parasitic. Ọba ní twene bẹ́ẹ̀ma bẹ́ẹ̀ma ní kásẹ̀ mẹ́ta ọ̀bọ̀ sí àmì wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ sún ọ̀bọ̀ di àti sọ́ọ̀sì sẹ́yìn wẹ̀rẹ̀ náà Nick Naka takes a vagina, so we know, or no, what we did talk when you need every day, my own. I might see the Java, and this is what Yati. Because all no iron, all no you get it. So when you say something is dependent, you said, when you put it, sister, okay, and you put it, when you be you get it. The same thing, also, it is symbiotic. This is where the shared relation, shared of responsibility. This is the morning way of relationship, and ladies start contributing in relationship. You do very well. But then all the phone, no so so baby you. Yeah, I got some. You have over because of eating one. That's why you also need to get an effort. Why get effort? You will do your effort to be down. Something you should do. Always out. I find more when you are effort. So I saw no, I don't know who sit down or if they are also service like this you do it. So that is good for us. Okay, but just like I like to when I teach, I like to give some kind of life. You can say, say don't worry. So at the end of the day, when you say dependent, independent, urbano, actually, so we if you are in so this is the dependent cross, and this is what. Sorry, this is what. This is not dependent. Okay, dependent. This is independent. Independent. When you say independent, Ghana became independent in the year 1960. 1960. Ghana became independent in the year 1960. No, is it? We have independence in 1957. And then the Republic in 1960. Okay, correct. So this is what an independent. Why? Because all original. So when you are reading or you are checking paragraph a sentence, you should be able to analyze and know these things. Okay, and you don't just write something like this and say it is a complete sentence. It doesn't make sense, and you need to add something to it for it to make sense. So paragraph should make sense. There should be what a subject, which is what the subject is what idea, and the predicate is what. No, and what the subject, when I was coming, I saw. So the subject is what? The one is the sentence is what? It's talking about. Okay, so when I was coming, I saw. So the subject. He was referring to himself going somewhere. So the subject will be the I, right? So a subject should make what a meaning, and that is one thing you should know. So now that you know subject, when we say a paragraph, the way you put, you'll be able to bring 2, 3, how many sentences, how many words? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 words to make up an idea. A paragraph is when you put sentences together to make a meaning. Do you understand? When you try to, when I was coming, I saw Baumia. Baumia greeted me. He said that I should vote for him. And I said, no, I'm giving you a paragraph. You get it? So this is when you try to now be strategic and form put sentences together. And they should make an idea. You know, because when I was coming, I saw Baumia. I went to this. And I didn't know what kind of. I said, yeah, there's no coordination. And there's no coordination in things that you say. So, if I said that when you're when you saw him, what happened there? That's what I'll be expecting from you. When you saw him, what happened? Did he do something wrong or did he do something right? What did happen? So I'm expecting you to say something. So when you are forming a paragraph, in short, a group of sentences can make up an idea. And the idea should talk about what? We should talk about one specific thing. There are some times that most of you, including myself, and most of us, will write something small here. Let's say like we are talking about how to ensure free and fair election. So there are various ways you can achieve free and fair election in Ghana. First is what? The establishment of free and fair election, or probably appointment of uh, independent electoral commission, appointment of independent judges. Then you go and say that you go and bring coup d'etat in that sentence. Don't say there's no connection between coup d'etat and event. Coup d'etat alone has spoiled everything. So there's no unity. And when you do the principle of paragraph, you know the steps they are writing, the steps you should follow to be able to write better. So here, if you are talking about how men cheat, and I'm expecting you to tell me the various techniques, the mechanisms, the methodologies, and that men use in cheating. And when they cheat, maybe the consequences that comes out from those cheating, and as a or the kind of damages they cause to your family. You get it. So when you sit down, you're talking about the moment you write your topic. So men are cheats. Men just said, open to them reason. But in university, you can't talk the guy giving reasons. You get it. So when you set a topic, when you state a topic, okay. When you state a topic, you should be able to give justifications, reasons. And the reasons you give is the how do you call it? The supporting sentences. We'll get there. So for now, let me read it. The justifications and the reasons you give makes the paragraph so unique and appealing or captivating. Without these things, for paragraph, there's no direction. There's nothing. No one said, "Patrick, these are now problem." You get it. So when you are talking about paragraphing, it is very essential, very, very important that you follow steps. Academic writing is what? It's a process analysis. In essence, in I will ask you one question, not one question free. Academic writing uses dash. They'll give you process analysis only. Process and this, that, this and this and this. It is process analysis, step by step. You see that everything we are doing here, we are following steps. So if you miss one, when you are wrong, when you are writing a paragraph, there is a step. Full a topic sentence, and that's also not topic. Okay, it's a topic now manual. Now give reasons and find information that are in relation to the things you are writing about, and write about those things. So the more you write, when you try to write about these things, you see that you are the things that you are writing about is what there's some kind of heat and also you have achieved coherence, and also there's what completeness. And also when you are writing a paragraph, idea that you are talking about, make sure that it is complete. So Kasafa, University of Ghana, and you are talking about University of Ghana. And you say University of Ghana students, you are talking about University of Ghana students. So University of Ghana students it consists of males and females. They are 500, they have 550 million students. Now they take one on one. The IBS in the whole country is not complete. They didn't finish. That's University of only have 5 million, 50 million students. Apart from 50 million students, don't the university have any other thing here? So you are talking about the University of Ghana as a whole. I'm expecting you to highlight the administrative, okay, the management level, the department, the things we have, okay, and we should be able to capture these things. So when you say paragraphing, a paragraph is what a group of sentences about a topic, or a sentence that the writers, a sentences that explains the writer's idea, okay, and that is all about. That is all about it. So now let's look at the paragraph. When you are writing, what should be the length of a paragraph? Yes, Honorable, what should be the length? Okay, 5 sentences.
Five.
Correct? Yes. Let's see, so you draw a paragraph. Should I only write one sentence and go? I should write 2 sentences and go. How many sentences should I put together to form a paragraph? Those online, please, if you have a question, drop it. When I'm done, I'll attend to you. Those online, drop your questions. I will attend to you at the right time. Please share the link. Oh, share the link and let them join. We are doing a far. Okay. So how many sentences? Pardon? 10. Okay. There's no specific or there's no prescribed words that you should use for a paragraph. But when you are developing a paragraph, at least it should be between 5 to 10. For that one, you can give a topic. The first one can be your topic. Maybe the second, third, fourth paragraph can be the reasons and you give a conclusion. You get it? So you'll be able to talk more about the topic rather than you only writing 2 There are some paragraphs that's only one. Only one sentence. I don't know. It is mostly non-academic cases. It's You see, when you are reading a book, only a kind of full stop. A sentence not ending. Whatever that you begin to read again is a different sentence. It's either it is trying to explain the first sentence, adding up to the first sentence, or the topic that's really stated. So when you are reading, these things are very, very important, and you should pay attention to them. And you pay attention to them, it will help you. Okay, so it depends. The ideas that you write about determines the paragraph, the number of the number of sentences you should use. The ideas are complex. Then requires what complex sentences or put up different more sentences to justify it. Somebody says that you're a thief. You're only going to say that I'm not a thief, and 10 people will not say that you're a thief. Yeah, I'm coming to tell you the church I go, how my mother trained me, and the people I've worked for, I didn't steal from them. Even people that have praised me or given me praises before, give you more reasons why me I'm not a thief. You get it? But if it is just a simple thing and it requires a simple idea, that's how paragraph should be. So let me take my last topic, then we are done. Topic sentence. When you are writing a paragraph has 3 components. The components of a paragraph, they are 3. Okay. These things, and one thing you are something in academic writing. Paragraph. Don't take paragraph. So you can't write exams. Pay attention. You don't understand what I'm coming to teach you. You can't write exams. Somebody was telling me, he said, I've gone through all the past questions. I think the thing is difficult. Right? You understand these things are. You can break it down, not being a skeleton and minimum have. But you have to break it down complex ideas like the amount. You come and get the skeleton. That's it. And then you are selling it. When you are reading, there are some things that is not even necessary. When you are reading, you may ignore with you. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm not scanning for you. I'm scanning for the key ideas. Every paragraph has key ideas, and that is what when you are reading, you should look out for. And not and so the moment you know that you get to know the component of a paragraph, when you are reading, you'll be able to take your topic sentence from it, take your supporting sentence from it, and take your concluding sentence from it. So when you take all these things and put them together, you have a full paragraph. So components of paragraph. Topic sentence. opening sentence, and then concluding sentence. Every big, all the things you are seeing, paragraph will be American, they are these things. I'm already writing. This is the step that they use to write it. Yes, that is the step that they use to write a paragraph. So every paragraph you write, that is the step. Pardon? Yes, it is just this three steps. If you take a paragraph and you break it, you get these steps. Yes.
That you mean that in every paragraph,
Yes.
you see a conclusion. You have to conclude.
Yes. Every paragraph, at least the last sentence should conclude the paragraph. And I'll teach you the next time that will meet. The next time that will meet, I'll teach you how you can conclude a paragraph. But with this one, I'm giving you this. This is what you are going to use to write the outline that I told you about. You're going to use these steps in writing your outline. So if you take the full comprehension or the full passage, to break paragraph 1 down, and take certain ideas from it, take the topic, take the supporting sentences or the reasons in that paragraph, and take the conclusion out of it. What happened? You dump that paragraph, you take another paragraph, you use the same thing, go and scan these things out of it. You take the third paragraph, you scan the same thing until you are done. You are done with the outline. If you don't understand these things, it's going to be difficult for you. Yes. Okay. When you are writing introduction, I'll teach you essay writing. Next time when we meet, I'll teach you, I'll finish with this, I'll finish this with you, and take you through how we can write an introduction. Introduction, you use 2 steps in writing your introduction. But this is the body. This only applies to the body. And you know the body is the main idea. So you have most center of most books, you can have about 50 body. Okay, different ideas coming together. But you only have one introduction and one conclusion. You get it. So the main essay is about this. So when you know how you can break the introduction has 2 parts. That's the background statement, the background, and then the thesis statement. The body has these 3 parts, and then the conclusion, how you state it. There are so many ways you can write. Either you restate the main idea, or you give an advice, or in conclusion, you don't write new ideas in conclusion. If you are writing conclusion, things that you've already stated in your developmental paragraphs or this paragraph, that is what you conclude, putting the ideas together, restating them, and either after that you give an advice or you give what? An idea, probably a suggestion. That okay, this essay is about teenage pregnancy. You stated all the reasons why teenage pregnancy has become one of the challenges in the country. So after stating all these reasons, then you give an advice that the government should embark on nationwide education by teaching our young men and women how they can work. They can protect themselves or try to, work out these things so it doesn't really affect them or probably can minimize or mitigate that challenge. You get it? So it is an advice you are giving to the government by stating the reason. So that is how this is the structure when we are going to do more about this.
So that's all I have for you. I'll be taking questions. If you have any question or anything you want to bring, we will call it said my time is up. So I'll be taking two, three questions. Yeah, I mean, yes.
What is the topic sentence in the paragraph? And then the supporting sentence.
The topic sentence gives, when you are reading the paragraph, the first sentence you read is the topic sentence. And through that, you see when you are building a paragraph, please pay attention. I'm giving you an idea. Take this one for free. When you are building a paragraph, when you follow the topic sentence, and now you try to look for supporting sentences. Okay, when you give the topic, okay, the topic is about teenage pregnancy. Teenage pregnancy is one of the causes of, okay, let's take it like broken home. Broken home is one of the causes of teenage pregnancy in the country. That is your topic sentence, because that's the first sentence. Now, I will now be asking, why does broken homes causes teenage pregnancy? First, I talk about curiosity. So curiosity now explain curiosity, and then give you the things maybe curiosity brings about. Okay, the friend says, oh, when you sleep with a man, it's nice, it's sweet. So let's go and try it. Then I go and try it. I catch up for me. So you get it. I've given you see, when after stating the topic, you see, I've given reasons to write about. And then I can also maybe add another reason that apart from the curiosity to, there is also some kind of a hardship that they go through, so forces them to do this thing because their father is not there. You the child need to cater for the family, or probably take care of yourself. So you need to go out and fend for yourself, look for money and get certain things. So through that, you can get pregnant. So I've given you two supporting sentences. I'm giving you reasons to support the topic I'm giving. I'm not talking about different ideas here. So I can go ahead and look for another reason. Talk about different for different reasons and conclude it. You get it? Simple as that.
If the reasons and the supporting sentence.
The supporting sentences are the reasons. The conclusion, you see, it's not difficult. So when you are reading now, you read with this kind of eye. First sentence in the topic sentence. Second is the supporting sentences. That is, it is trying to explain the topic.
So the supporting sentences can be more, not necessarily one, it can be more than
Supporting sentences, it shouldn't be one. You should have about 3, 4, you can have like 7 supporting sentences in a paragraph. Yeah. Major supporting sentence. When I say that, major supporting sentences explain the topic sentence, and the minor supporting sentence explain the major supporting sentence. However, you break it down. The major support, when you say that broken home causes what teenage pregnancy, and it is the topic sentence. Then my major supporting sentence. This is where I try to explain what broken home is. So when I explain broken home, it is the major supporting sentence. Then I try to give reasons, curiosity, hardship, so on and so forth. My real. That is my whole conclusion. You see, developing a paragraph is not difficult. If not even that is valid, you have something in your mind. Last question before I end. Simple. You go and talk about different things. Now, if you have different things, put it in your mind when you are done with the sentence that you are writing, the paragraph, then you use that one as a different paragraph.
so your whole paragraph should contain one idea.
One idea. Okay. So when you get to the principle of paragraph, you understand everything. God bless you. Those who joined us online. Those who joined us online, God bless you all for joining. We'll meet next time again.